Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to do the traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is what you need to hear at this time for the collective. I've asked that of my guides and of the deck. Set that intention. So we're going to get into it and see what message the tarot has. I did bring out an oracle deck as well to get some additional messages at the end. So let's see what Spirit has for you. Temperance. Okay. Patience is needed. Be sure and like the video for me. Leave me a comment if you feel called, and definitely subscribe if you like the messages. It really helps my channel to grow, and it pushes my videos out so that other people can get the messages too. So thank you for doing that. Awesome. Okay. So on the bottom of the deck here, we had the Temperance card, and Temperance is all about patience. It is about calm. It's about like balance as well. She's balancing these two chalices here with the water, but it's also about having patience and alchemizing the energy, right? Working with that energy and integrating lessons, integrating the energy into your everyday, and really just going with the flow here to let things come to fruition. The situation is the Chariot. The Chariot is, that forward, fast moving energy. It is that direct energy, really taking control of situations to move forward. And this is charging through obstacles, charging through things that you want to come to fruition, right? Like this can be charging through, like really moving forward with lessons or moving forward with a situation in your life. But the obstacle is the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is cups are your emotions, and the Knight of Cups is very charming, very charismatic. It's like going after your heart, right? Whatever your heart's desire is, and really going after that. This Chariot's charging through, and with the Knight of Cups, it's all about the emotions, the love, the really going after something that fulfills you, right? So when this isn't a challenge, I feel like you are just not feeling fulfilled, right? This is not following your heart. This is not emotionally fulfilled here. And this has a lot to do with some kind of ultimate wish fulfillment. We have the 10 of Cups here. So this is like the foundation that your situation is based on. It is in regards to your happiness. What is happiness to you, right? Is this like the white picket fence? Is this like the nice cars, the job? Is it all of it, right? So you're really focused on bringing your happiness into fruition here, and you really want to charge forward. But I feel like what's holding you back is you're not emotionally fulfilled, right? So you could just be really focused on wanting things to come in, but needing to focus on the patience. And that can be very frustrating at times. And so you're just not feeling emotionally fulfilled right now. In the recent past, we have the Strength card. And the Strength card is all about finding that inner strength, that confidence to go after things and to push through obstacles. Again, with the Chariot here really blasting through those obstacles. And the strength is knowing that you have the courage to do that. You have that confidence, and you can really charge through these obstacles. You can overcome this, this feeling discontent, this not being emotionally fulfilled. And this doesn't mean that your ultimate happiness is not coming in. It's just that you need to have patience. You're wanting to charge forward to bring these things in. And right now, I feel like the universe is just telling you to be patient. Things are working out behind the scenes. Your higher self or your subconscious, we have the Empress. So the Empress is that divine feminine energy, right? She sits back and she just lets things come to her. She's got all these flowers, she's got all the fruit, like things are just coming to her. Things are abundant. This is about growth, abundance, things coming to fruition. And that divine feminine energy is really sitting there and letting things come to you. And this doesn't mean you're not taking action, right? This doesn't mean that you're not working on things, but it's just an understanding that you have set the intention with spirit and you are taking those small steps towards what it is that you do want. And they are going to bring this into you. But you can't keep fighting that, right? You can't keep trying to take control of situations. you need to go with the flow. Again, with the temperance here, the going with the flow and be flexible and understand that it's okay to want to charge forward. It's okay to have that drive, but this is needing to sit back in that temperance or that empress energy, right? And that temperance, that patience, that calm. So in the near future, we have the Page of Pentacles, or sorry, the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a very slow moving energy. It is very grounded, very stable, very loyal, but it's the slowest moving knight in the deck. And that's because it is built on a solid foundation. When you rush into things too quickly and you're not building a solid foundation and you're not taking care of those small details, things can fall apart, right? And you don't want that to happen with your ultimate happiness. If you're building the life that you want it to be built on stable foundation because you don't want the rug to get pulled out from underneath of you. So this is about like focusing on those details, right? So if you're building a business, you want to make sure that you have all of those small details taken care of first, right? All the paperwork. If you have to hire employees, if you need to get a lawyer, if you need an LLC, right? All those little mundane tasks, like focus on the details and get those taken care of before you can go charging through things. Before you can really kind of push things forward, you need to take care of the day-to-day, the small mundane things, right? Because that's what's going to build that solid foundation. So in your feelings, we have the Hermit. So you may be feeling, very pulled back. You could be in solitude. This is about like soul searching, right? I always call this the Virgo. The Hermit is Virgo energy, but so you could be dealing with a Virgo, don't have to be. But this is that energy of really going within and doing some soul searching, really figuring things out, finding those answers within, right? So this is again, searching for those answers, searching for purpose, and trusting in that inner knowing. The Hermit is very wise, very intelligent. So you could just feel very pulled back and really kind of trying to gather that information right now. In your environment, the influence is the Magician. So I love this right now because this is literally the master manifester. You are manifesting this 10 of Cups, this dream life that you have that you are trying to bring into fruition. And the Magician has everything that he needs, right? He has air, earth, fire, water. He's got the cups, the wands, the swords, the pentacles. Like you have everything that you need. You just have to, again, manifest, work with those energies, let things play out the way that they will, and work with those energies, integrate the lessons, integrate all of this knowledge with the Hermit and the Knight of Pentacles, integrate all of those things that you need into your life and keep manifesting. Really focus on that manifestation, this 10 of Cups energy. In your hopes and fears, we have the 9 of Wands. So the 9 of Wands is like that persevering, right? Really pushing through. It is like all of these lessons. Like you have been through all of this, right? Like he is right at the end here. He's almost at that 10 of Wands. And they call him the wounded warrior because he does have this bandage on his head. Like you've been through a lot. You have pushed through these obstacles, right? You have this strength, this inner confidence, this courage. You're really pushing through these obstacles and learning the lessons on the way. Again, with that temperance, that integrating those lessons, really learning these lessons. But you have really been through it. And you could be hoping that like you're at the last stand, you're at the end of this, but you could also be fearing that, there is some kind of defeated energy coming in here, this not feeling fulfilled, right? But don't focus on that. Focus on the lessons that you have learned and really understand that you have been going through these lessons for a reason. Really integrate those in and then sit in that Empress energy and let things come to you. The overall outcome is the 3 of Cups. This is joy. This is celebration. This is, going out to celebrate with your community, whether that's family, your work community, your friend community. This is joy and happiness and things coming to fruition here. So really focus on that joy and happiness and what it is you want to bring in here, right? What is your 10 of Cups? It's going to be different for each of you. Our wish fulfillment is different. We all want the same basic things, right? We want to be happy, but what is happiness to you? What is ultimate happiness? And really focus on bringing that in because you do have that Magician here. You are manifesting your reality right now. So what do they not see coming, spirits? What does Scorpio not see coming? So we have the Four of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and the Four of Swords. The Four of Cups is really like this pulled back, kind of stagnant energy. Again, that's probably what you're feeling right now, is you're feeling very stagnant, but you really need to open up to new opportunities, right? So this is like an ace. This could be the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, whatever you want it to be. This is spirit really trying to hand you this new beginning, and you just need to be open to new opportunities, right? Maybe what you think is your ultimate happiness really isn't going to bring you that happiness. So sitting in this Empress energy and letting spirit bring these things into you is really going to help you. And then you have the Eight of Swords, which is like, a mental prison, limiting beliefs, lack mindset. It's just a negative mindset and needing to open up to new opportunities to really overcome that self imposed kind of prison that you've created for yourself. And then we have the Four of Swords, which again is about solitude and it's about healing. And really, like, this feels like really pulled back energy and needing to really heal from this mindset, this lack, this like feeling stagnant, feeling bored type of energy. So I feel like you are really just kind of, you're feeling stuck, I feel like is what it is. And you got this Knight of Pentacles, which is kind of a slowdown, right? You've got the Chariot here, like you want to just really push through things, but I feel like the universe is really kind of slowing you down here and letting you look at new opportunities and trying to get you out of this negative mindset or this limiting belief, like this is not going to happen. I'm not going to find my happiness, right? Things are moving too slow. You really need to go within and find those answers and focus on a positive mindset because that's what you're manifesting right now. So, what is the advice, Spirit? Again, with that opening up to new opportunities. So, you have the Queen of Cups, and she is very creative. She's very compassionate. She is like water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But I feel like this is just you needing to maybe have some more compassion for yourself too, right? You've got this Nine of Wands here, which is a very heavy energy. Like you've been through a lot, you have learned a lot of lessons. Really have some compassion for yourself and look at all of those lessons that you've been through and maybe kind of take this time to go within and do some soul searching and receive, right? Stop trying to push forward. When there's pushing forward, when you are trying to blast through things, you can really push and cause a resistance, right? Because that's just the law of the universe. When you push and push and push, there's always that resistance. I feel like right now is not the time to push through. Right now is really a time to focus on your happiness and focus on what is going to bring you joy and sit in that Empress energy and allow yourself to receive. We have the Justice card here, which is about balance. And I feel like you just need to get balance. Maybe balance your emotions here, right? This could make you very emotional, feeling like you're being pulled back, feeling like you're not making that forward progress. I just feel like you need to be patient and calm here, which I know is not something you want to hear and it's very frustrating, but again, it's what's going to help you build a solid foundation rather than something that's going to crumble out from underneath your feet. And then we have the Page of Cups, which again is being open to new opportunities. Whether that's opportunities in work, opportunities in love, this is just being open to receive, open to your creativity, and open your heart space, right? For new people, new things to come in here. This could be about work, this could be about love. It's just needing to stop holding back, right? Because you've got the Four of Cups here, and then you've got the Eight of Swords here. This is very much holding back and keeping yourself stuck here, staying in a negative mindset, staying in this limiting belief that things are not going to move forward. You're not going to get your happiness. Just because it's not coming in right now doesn't mean it's not going to come in, because it definitely will. You just need to focus on the joy and the happiness and just keep manifesting. You know, the universe wants you to have all of your hopes and dreams. You just need to focus on that. Don't focus on the lack. Focus on what could be. You know, what brings you happiness? Go for a walk. Go, get a massage or, just a warm cup of coffee in the morning and listening to the birds. Whatever brings you joy and happiness. Just the little things. It doesn't have to be anything major. Just those small little things and really focus on those. Because when you focus on what makes you happy and all of that joy, that's what the universe is going to constantly bring into you. So we have release attachments. There's something you need to let go of. It's either a limiting belief, an untruth, or a negative behavior. It's holding you back and keeping you from stepping into your true potential and happiness. Yes, you are very discontent because things are not moving forward, but understand that things can't move forward until they're ready, right? If you move forward now, it's not going to be solid. It's not going to be built on this Knight of Pentacles. And then you spend all of this time and energy trying to create this happiness, and then you lose it, right? It comes in and then it's gone. So I feel like the universe is really trying to build something from a solid foundation. So release this limiting belief or any kind of negative mindset that you have right now. Caring connection. A new supportive relationship is on the horizon. It might be a kindred spirit or possibly even romance. It could be someone new or deepening of an existing relationship. Open your heart to this new connection. Yes, that Four of Cups. Stop holding back and open to the new opportunities. This doesn't have to be love. This can be in business, right? Maybe you're feeling like your true happiness would be like a great business partner or creating a business or creating the perfect relationship, whatever it is for you. I feel like there is some kind of connection coming in here. Walk away. You're wasting your precious energy on something that will not bear fruit. It's time to turn your attention to things more aligned to your soul's purpose. This manifesting, right? Manifest your future, manifest what it is you do want to bring to fruition. Inner peace. You're letting outside circumstances create turmoil and frustration within you. Remember, you always have the power to choose your response. Let inner peace attract a higher vibrational outcome for you. Yes, definitely focus on that joy, that happiness. Fill your cup so that spirit can bring your wishes here to fruition. So I feel like this is mostly just a mindset change, right? Really just changing those belief systems and focusing on what it is that your ultimate happiness is, and then sitting back and let the universe bring that into you. Do those little tasks that you don't want to do, that day-to-day stuff, and focus on your happiness, because this is what the universe is going to bring to you. You definitely have something really great coming in here. You just need to be open to it. So I hope that helps, and I will see you next time. Bye.